Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have the full process of everything. I'm not in there stomping the grapes and all that. All I do is sample, the wines that they have, in their portfolio and say, hey, I like this one. Now, we did do, our latest one is a Rosso, Rock and Rosso, which is a Nebbiolo blend. And I did actually sat at the table with them and we blended the wine together. But other than that, I mean, they're always all my producers are doing great wines, and I didn't need to do much, other than say, yes, I want that one.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Paul. Give full credit where it's due. You know how to pick good fruit and good collaborations. We got a voicemail talking about one of your great wines. Chris Wood from Southern California.
Hey, Forrest. Thanks for the nudge to try the Paul Cullen Roero Arneis from the Talafiero Cullen Art Series. First of all, it has a gorgeous label. Totally looks like something you'd want to hang on a wall. But let's talk about what's inside. So I looked it up first, and everything said medium-bodied like a Chardonnay. But honestly, this one tasted way more like an Albarino to me. Light, crisp, and easy drinking, but without the salty minerality you usually get with an Albarino. If anything, I'd say it's like a Sauvignon Blanc and an Albarino had a baby, but raised it on a fruit orchard instead of a citrus. It's like soft pear, apple, maybe even a little floral, like a hint of white peach blossom. Soft-spoken, but memorable. I would highly recommend. Cheers to something unexpected and for bringing this variety into the spotlight.
That's a pretty spot-on take from Chris. Good job. Smooth, approachable, and a little unexpected, kind of like Paul himself. Easygoing, a little refined, and probably best enjoyed was something sizzling on the stove. That brings us to the other side of Paul's world, the private chef experience. Tell me about that.
It was, it was after the California wine, and then I just sort of by accident, I got into the private chef business. I mean, I say accident, but we used to love having people over for dinner, and I've had some of our best chefs, James Beard winners, James Beard nominated chefs, over my house for dinner, over our house, me and my wife. And we were kind of like invite couples that didn't know each other. And we thought that was like a really cool thing, kind of social networking before social networking. Yeah, then one time I made this, Italian meal for them and had some great wines from my friends. And my friend said, hey, can you do this in our house? And I said, oh, for sure. And he goes, hey, and bring your guitar and play some music, would be great. I'm like, oh, wow. So a dinner and a concert. And that was about 12 years ago. And now that's just taken off every year. It just gets better and better. And we figured I probably cooked for about 15,000 people since I started doing it.
Do you have somebody who handles that, the booking and all of the meal prep?
Yeah, me. Yeah, me. No, I have a great assistant, Nina Carl. She's been with me for 9 years, and she really helps me out. We go to all the dinners ourselves. She prepares the charcuterie board and whatever antipasti we do while I'm making the salad and making the entree. I always, cook on premise, whatever, at anybody's house that we cook for. I do all the cooking right there.
You're bringing a van with all the food and everything?
Yep. I got a modest SUV and I have a toolbox, a stand-up toolbox that's on wheels, and it has all my utensils and knives and spices and vinegars and everything I need. And then we bring our own pots and pans, and if they need, we bring plates, basically the whole table setting if they need. Yeah, I don't ever have to go in their cupboard or their drawers or anything. I've done this so much. In fact, it was the first, handful that I did. I said, you know what? I need to bring my own stuff because you never know what you come up against. We bring it all. Yeah, for 7 people, over 7 and over, it's $125 a person, and then $250 for my assistant Nina, and then they have to purchase the wines by law. But we work stuff out with them also. That includes the music also. Sure, we go all over the country. I've been to actually Costa Rica, and I did an event there before COVID, and it was for the Anderson Windows people. And then 2 summers ago, the Pernod Ricard Group, they own Jameson's Irish Whiskey and Absolute. They flew me and Nina to Aspen to cook for them at the Hotel Jerome, which was just insane. And I've been to California. I go to Florida on a regular basis. And where I live is actually a great spot because within, say, 3 hours of where we live, we have Northern Virginia, D.C., all of Maryland, basically, except for the west part, and then southeastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York's 3.5 hours. So we have millions of people that we can reach just within, 2 or 3 hours of where we are.
The best 5-minute wine podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow. Oh.